Many types of magical transformation skills require the assistance of certain celestial immortals. Qi vital breath, and Shen spirit. If these three components are adequate in one's body, yin and yang can be mastered, the wind and the clouds can be brought forth, the mountains and hills can be pulled out of the earth, and the rivers can be filled with water. He therefore emphasized that the Taoist ritual master Gao Gong Fa Shi keep the original essence Yuan Thing, the original breath Yuan Qi, and the original spirit Yuan Shen within himself. Once the ritual master could internally apply the skills of magical transformation to his own body and internal tissues, could then externally apply these same magical skills to the transformation of external things. When the ritual master reaches this level of magical training, then there is nothing he cannot do or externally manifest. For Master Tan Dao, the essence, breath, and spirit within man were regarded as the essential tools for developing the skills of magical transformation. He also combined internal breath and inner alchemy with magical skills. Through these two teachings, during the Song Dynasty 960–1279 AD, he paved the way for instructing the Taoist esoteric skills of internal alchemy, i.e. changing one's shape or appearance, turning a mortal into an immortal and becoming invisible at will, and outer skills, i.e. arousing the rains and clouds, causing things to appear or disappear, and interchanging different things. 2 types of magical transformation skill. Modern science states that since matter and energy are the same thing, one can be transformed into the other. They manifest themselves as two states of the same substance or universal property. Matter can transform into energy, possesses mass, is subject to the force of gravity, occupies space, and is composed of molecules, atoms, and subparticles. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. It is convertible, presenting itself in many different forms. It can be transformed into matter, and during its transformation process it affects the entropy of a system. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Taoists understood that matter thing, energy Qi, and spirit Shen were interchangeable, and they used this conviction to perfect that art of magical transformation. Most of the magical transformation skills practiced in ancient China require the Taoist sorcerer to be able to summon certain celestial immortals. For assistance, figure 1.2. In order to do this, the sorcerers had to be proficient in performing such magical techniques as pacing the dipper, forming magical hand seals, drawing esoteric talismans, and reciting magical incantations. The skills of magical transformation can be divided into two main categories: the transformation of man, and the transforming of external things. Both of these categories of magic are described as follows, figure 1.3. The magical transformation of man. These skills include the development and mastery of such magical skills as seeing spirits and having visions, stopping time, dream magic, mind magic, illusionary magic, invisibility, suspended animation, walking through walls, soul travel, teleportation, location, and shape-shifting magic. When practicing the magical transformation of man, sometimes a special type of medicine, herbal potion, is applied to the body in order to cause physical or chemical changes to occur. Other times a magical talisman is additionally required in order to initiate the magical transformation. www.1sdmagic.com. Figure 1.3. Two types of magical transformation skill. The magical transformation of external things. These skills include the development and mastery of such magical skills as defense magic, healing magic, sex magic, materialization, telekinesis, contracting of the land, transmutation magic, constructing a river by drawing a line on the ground, wrapping miners up the heavens, feather magic, divination magic, and corpse magic. THEMADICRL. TRNSFORMATIONOFMN. There are many types of magical skills developed in Taoist sorcery. The key to developing some of these magical skills lies in the sorcerer's personal interaction with certain spirits and deities, as well as training the mind to become free from the illusion of matter, time, and space. Many of these esoteric skills are also developed by means of using magical talismans, secret incantations, hand seals, and star stepping. Some magical skills are also developed through the investing of certain secret alchemical herbal formulas. For example, in the magical skill of shape-shifting, in order to change one's shape and appearance, a special potion is needed. However, the actual herbal formula used for shape-shifting is considered to be a closed-door secret and is never revealed to an outsider. Sight, smell, taste, hearing, touch, emotions, and internal physical sensations all contribute to the overall psychic and intuitive impressions absorbed by the Taoist sorcerer. Depending on the disciple's spiritual evolution, the impressions gathered from extra-physical senses can be experienced and registered on the sorcerer's consciousness through either internal means, i.e. dreams, spirit travel, intuitions, etc., or external means, i.e. magical tools, soul travel, etc. The three main types of psychic perception are clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance. These three magical skills are described as follows. Figure 1.4. CLOIRSENTIENCE. Literally clear feeling. Clairsentience is the ability to empathically feel at a distance or in other realms and involves the psychic perception of the senses. This ability provides the sorcerer with the capability of analyzing, perceiving, and accurately discerning the actual state of objects, people, current situations in all three dimensions: physical, energetic, and spiritual. 6. Figure 1.4. The three main types of psychic perception are clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance. By observing a person, place, or thing from the active spiritual state of being in the present, the sorcerer is free to travel within the infinite space woozy, enveloped within its physical, energetic, and spiritual matrix. Through experiencing and comprehending the emotional, mental, and spiritual patterns of a person, place, or thing, a greater understanding of its present condition is achieved. There are many different degrees of clairsentience, ranging from the perception of diseases of other people to the thoughts or emotions of other people. This magical ability differs from the psychic ability manifesting from the third eye, in that in clairsentience the sorcerer does not receive a vivid picture in his or her mind. Instead, the sorcerer experiences a very intense feeling. At the subatomic level, the body and its cells contain a great deal more energetic space than matter. The sorcerer can directly access this internal woozy within an individual's tissues and cells in order to retrieve the individual's past memories and emotions. The sorcerer's energetic connection to the individual's three bodies, physical, energetic, and spiritual, gives him or her direct access to whatever personal information is needed. It is from this internal space that the sorcerer can begin to access the memories existing within the individual's body stored within the cells of the tissues. After the sorcerer's UnSh, an original spirit, has gathered this information, it can be further analyzed and organized by the sorcerer's Shenjai quiet mind to accurately determine the cause and effects on the individual's present state. OBSERVINETHEPRESENTMEDITION. The following meditation is used in order to assist the sorcerer in obtaining the skill of observing the present clairsentience. This meditation works with the initial understanding of space distortion and allows the sorcerer to eventually fuse into the energetic fields of the woozy. 1. From a standing posture, in a quiet room, the sorcerer begins by performing the 1 through 10 meditation and the 3 invocations, ending the preparation meditation by gathering and rooting the divine chi into his or her lower dantian. 7. www.taoistmagic.com. 2. Next, the sorcerer begins to concentrate on experiencing the energetic structure of the floor, allowing his or her chi, now fused with divine chi and awareness, to melt into the very fabric of the floor's physical and energetic structure. As the sorcerer experiences the energetic attributes of the floor, he or she also imagines and feels the presence, weight and relationship of the various objects that are lying on the floor: wall, table, desk, chairs, couch, etc. It is important that the sorcerer feels the entire energetic and spiritual structure of the floor, so that all three worlds, physical, energetic, and spiritual, are completely experienced. 3. Next, the sorcerer concentrates on experiencing the energetic structure of the walls, allowing his or her chi to melt into the very fabric of the walls, physical and energetic structure. As the sorcerer experiences the energetic attributes of the wall, he or she also imagines and feels the presence, weight, and relationship of the various objects that are hanging on the wall: pictures, decorations, etc., as well as the objects in front of the walls: table, desk, chairs, couch, etc. It is important that the sorcerer feels the entire energetic and spiritual structure of the wall, so that all three worlds, physical, energetic, and spiritual, are completely experienced. 4. Next, the sorcerer concentrates on experiencing the energetic structure of the ceiling, allowing his or her chi to melt into the very fabric of the ceiling's physical and energetic structure. As the sorcerer experiences the energetic attributes of the ceiling, he or she also imagines and feels the presence, weight and relationship of the various objects that are hanging from the ceiling: lights, decorations, etc. It is important that the sorcerer feels the entire energetic and spiritual structure of the ceiling, so that all three worlds, physical, energetic and spiritual, are completely experienced. 5. Next, the sorcerer concentrates on experiencing the energetic structure of the energetic fields of space within the room, allowing his or her chi to melt into the subtle, etheric nature of the air like figure 1.5. The sorcerer concentrates on becoming the physical and energetic structure of the floor, walls, ceiling and air. Mist. As the sorcerer experiences the energetic attributes of the air, he or she also imagines and feels the presence, weight and relationship of the various objects that exist within the room: pictures and decorations on the walls, as well as chairs, tables, desks, couches, etc. It is important that the sorcerer feels the entire energetic and spiritual structure of the air, so that all three worlds, physical, energetic and spiritual, are completely experienced. 6. Finally, the sorcerer concentrates on experiencing the energetic structure of the energetic fields of the floor, walls, ceiling and space within the room, figure 1.5, allowing his or her chi to melt into the energetic matrix of the floor, walls, and ceiling, while simultaneously experiencing the subtle etheric nature of the air like mist existing within the energetic space of the room. As the sorcerer experiences the energetic attributes of the floor, walls, ceiling and air, he or she also imagines and feels the presence, weight and relationship of the various objects that exist within the room, i.e. pictures and decorations on the walls, chairs and tables resting on the floor, lights suspended from the ceiling, and the distance existing between all of the objects. It is important that the sorcerer feels the entire energetic and spiritual structure of the floor, walls, ceiling and air, so that all three worlds, physical, energetic and spiritual, are completely experienced. 8. Figure 1.6. To perform psychometry, the sorcerer takes the object that he or she wishes to examine and places it in one of three positions located on his or her body. Psychometry. Literally to measure with the mind. This type of clairsentience refers to the ability to feel the thoughts, judgments and emotions of another place or thing. When applied to a person, this magical skill is equivalent to knowing the innermost fears and subconscious feelings embedded within that individual's energetic fields, a form of empathy. When this ability is applied to non-living objects, this magical skill is known as psychometry. Psychometry is the ability to gather information about people, places and events by handling objects associated with them. The information is conveyed to the sorcerer through the vibrational imprinting imbued into an object by the thoughts, emotions and actions to which the object has been exposed. Psychometry. The following meditation is used in order to assist the Taoist sorcerer in obtaining the skill of telepathy and psychometry. To perform psychometry, the sorcerer takes the object that he or she wishes to examine and places it in one of three positions located on his or her body: the yin tang, the heart, middle dantian, or the yellow cord. The use of these three areas in the practice of psychometry are described as follows: figure 1.6. 1. Yin tang, third eye. The yin-tang area located between and above the eyes is used to energetically forming pictures, and it can be used to examine an object by pressing the object against the forehead. 2. Middle dantian, heart. The middle dantian area is used to energetically perceiving the events through inspiration acoustically, and here the energetic and spiritual matrix of an object can be experienced by placing the object against the heart region. 3. Yellow cord, SOLOR plexus. The yellow cord area is used to energetically intuiting, and here the energetic and spiritual matrix of an object can be felt by placing the object against the solar plexus region. The sorcerer chooses which of these three areas he or she will use to receive the subtle energetic impressions and messages contained within the object. Next, the sorcerer begins to concentrate on what he or she specifically wishes to know about the object. Once this has been determined, the sorcerer then transfers his or her spiritual consciousness into the infinite space of the wuzi. This allows the sorcerer to use his or her spiritual eyes, ears and feelings in order to experience the specific events and thoughts that has been imprinted upon the object. CLR. IRUDIENCE. Literally clear hearing. Clairaudience is the ability to hear and understand certain events that are currently happening within the extra-physical realm while still being within in the physical body. This magical skill refers to the actual perception of sounds, i.e. voices, tones or noises, which are not apparent to other humans or to recording equipment. Clairaudience also includes abilities, such as hearing another person's thoughts and communicating with spirit entities. Trrnseverindthoughts. Clairaudience includes the ability to receive or transfer thoughts, telepathy. For this magical skill, the sorcerer's subconscious mind communicates with the subconscious mind of the individual. This is a silent telepathic communication that naturally occurs between normal individuals living within the same environment. 9. www.dhow.magic.com. E.g. two individuals thinking of the same song at the same time. It is therefore important to the sorcerer to monitor his or her thoughts and feelings, as they are automatically being projected into the subconscious minds of the individuals within the sorcerer's home or work environment. To transfer a thought to another person, the sorcerer consciously transmits an idea and subauditory suggestion. The power of that thought is directed and allowed to penetrate into the targeted individual's shen. The sorcerer